But one thing I can say is that kò sí bí ẹ ṣe fẹ́ parọ́ fúnra yín, ẹ lè máa live in denial. Problem tí yín nìyẹn, kò ń ṣe problem tèmi. Like I always say, I am 6,000 kilometers away from that contraction. Yes, àwa náà ní family ní Nigeria, but ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ kó gbọ́, ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́ kò sí nǹkan tá lè fi ṣe. A ti sọ fún yín títí pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ Nigeria, contraction ni. Ẹ bá gbàdúrà títí láti sin títí di another 200 years, kò sí miracle kankan tó lè wá solve the problem tó wà nílẹ̀. Nigeria is completely dead. But as at èní nísìn, èní ní 14th, owó ti di 1040 naira, kò wá sílẹ̀, ó ń lọ sókè. Bọ́lá TINUBU promise gbogbo yín ní 8,000 naira, tí bá ní gbogbo yín àwọn 12 million nínú 130 million Nigerians tí ó wà in abject poverty. Èmi ò mọ̀ bóyá 8,000 naira ó máa tó yín ná every month fún 12 million families. Ìyẹn kò sí wà tí government ẹ lọ́wọ́, kò sí tó kàn mí pẹ̀lú gbé ilẹ̀ nǹkan ṣe. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, bàbá rẹ̀ tó ní support tó fẹ́ ṣe fún wa, ẹ má fi dáwọ́ dúró, torí pé tẹ́ bá wo statistics tí a release láàárọ̀ yìí, it shows that more people are listening to Koikimedia, and the more taba lè reach, the more ni message yẹn máa travel désàlẹ̀. Ẹ rí pé mo ti release data kan láàárọ̀ yìí. Data yẹn ó dá lórí pé if you go and look at that information tí mo fi síta láàárọ̀ yìí, you will see that we are not doing very bad in terms of our statistics. Let me give you, we had new subscriber on our YouTube channel. We had 2,019 new subscriber. That means that in as much as all the messages táwọn èèyàn try láti portray platform Koikimedia, especially my single self as one of the biggest face in this movement, more people are still trying to know more about Yoruba Nation. At least I want to learn subscribe. In tí mò ń sọ lórí platform mi lójoojúmọ́ has only got to do with Yoruba Nation and nothing more than that. Tẹ́ bá wo minute of watch, the minute of watch lórí YouTube channel wa lẹ́tàn is to the watch of 2.6 million. That is not a joke. We can increase the capacity, but that is subject to as many of you continue to this. I don't tell people to share because that's not my job. Èmi ò lè máa ṣe program kí n tún máa pariwo ẹ bá wa pín, ẹ bá wa share. Is of no use. That is the responsibility of those of you that are watching. Àbọ̀rọ̀másá fún kẹ́ share. That means pé à ń try láti máa force yín nìyẹn. It's not easy every day to come out. 2 hours, 1 hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 6 hours with all the medias around that are campaigners. Tí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ listeners tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin gan ló yẹ kẹ́ ṣe iṣẹ́ tó jù bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹlòmíì á kàn jókòó kò tẹ̀ ní pín program yẹn, so kí wá ní purpose. So mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó ń bá wa gbọ́ ètò. We have a total of 756.9k total view, and these are statistics and numbers that are very great, and we are grateful to those of you that continue to listen to us. Now let's come to the reality. And kí ni reality láàárọ̀ yìí? Reality yẹn náà tún ni pé Nigeria is going, and is gone. Some of you can say it is not going to happen. Venezuela Utiwa in crisis. Venezuela has a lot of crude oil. I already explained that to you. But Tebalowo, Venezuela, Leni, Venezuela is like a shit country. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìlú wọn ti sá jáde nínú ìlú láti lọ survive láti ta. So àti ta làwọn èèyàn ti ń send owó sínú ilé láti fi support àwọn families wọn, which is what the Nigerian diasporas are doing as well. The Nigerian diaspora are sending billions of dollars. Kódà mo ti gbọ́ pé CBN gan ti ní kó máa fún àwọn èèyàn ní náírà nísìn. Buhari the sadist olórí burúkú ẹ̀ òun ló ní kí a bá ti send owó sílé kó máa fún yín ní dọ́là kẹ́rì lọ ṣe lọ́dọ̀ àwọn olórí burúkú àbòkí tiẹ̀. And that was what he was doing for a very long time. Buhari changed that policy under olórí burúkú Emefiele. But Tinubu has reversed that again, that taba send owó sí yín nísìn ní Nigeria. And they need the naira fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá lè support wa láàárọ̀, because we have a lot of programs and sometimes we are shortage of naira as well. So taba rẹ̀ tó lè, because I need láti reimburse àwọn boys wa nílé, especially we have a program that is coming live today. Mo ní láti ra data fún wọn so that it saves me from sending money from here. That's the reason why we always ask for naira. So taba rẹ̀ tó lè fún wa ní naira, it doesn't matter how small, so that màá lè disburse ẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn nílé, because in the next few hours there's a program coming up. Everything that's got to do with Yoruba culture là ń promote ní Nigeria, because a ṣì wà nínú Nigeria. Kí yàn kankan máa ti sọ fún yín pé ẹ ti gba country kankan. There's nothing called the Yoruba country yet. We are still in Nigeria, and that's the fact. So gbogbo ẹni tó ń sọ fún yín Dúpẹ́ oní bomb bastard yẹn tó ní òun ti gba country fún yín, ẹni tó kò tí sọ bank, kò tí sọ òmìnira bank àbí central bank òmìnira kélo. So ó dà pé ẹ̀yin tí ẹjọ́ ń live in that cocoon, tó bá yá ẹ rò pé wọ́n kàn gba country. Mo ṣe máa ṣe analysis lórí CBN. CBN was created, kí ló ń ṣe ìyá ìkẹ́? CBN was created 2 years before Nigeria independence. So even if we are going to get a Yoruba nation country, we must have our own system of banking ready. So if you are going to help us this morning, I need to buy credit for those boys, and they're already on the route. But mo fi máa fún yín ní too much details because of their own security. So tabaren tó lè sponsor wa pẹ̀lú any amount of naira nílé, request the first bank, and then I will send it to you so that ẹ lè bá wa credit ẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé credit náà lè fẹ́ rà fún wa, it does not matter. Mostly MTN làwọn ọmọ yẹn ń lò nílé. We spend up to 20,000 naira because gbogbo live transmission tẹ̀ ń wò láti Nigeria táwọn ọmọ yẹn ń ṣe 1 hour 2 hours. Kò sí gbogbo ọmọ Koikimedia tó bá ń ṣe program nílé, bẹ́ẹ̀mi náà ṣe ń ṣe ní UK làwọn náà ṣe ń ṣe fún yín. Kì í ṣe fídíò 2 minutes 3 minutes. We run a very long building tẹ̀ ń wò níwájú yìí is children and family hub. Wàá lọ síbẹ̀, wàá support ẹ pẹ̀lú problem tó bá ní pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ àbí children, but unfortunately all this doesn't happen in that contraction. So if we have anyone at home that wants to help us today, is a live transmission. The only way I come out and ask for support is this way. I don't have a Nigerian number. I don't communicate through Facebook. I don't ask for request of anything on the Facebook Messenger. I don't have somebody have called my attention to Olayomi Koiki Facebook. I don't have Olayomi Koiki Facebook. That one is gone. So if anybody is communicating with you through those channels, that is not me. Everyone has my number, and the email is also the same. You can also email me if you have any inquiries or you want to cross-check anything. I am not YSDM. YSDM is the leader of the movement. I am an independent media. I am not attached to anybody, but my job is to promote anything that links to the Yoruba nation, not the Ominira, because I have nothing. Yes, we did supported Dupe Onitiri at some point, only for us to realize that she was not what we thought she was, because she had a different plan, and a plan we continue to destroy. It does not matter how much time they spend on the Eniki Ijileko Fuini statistics and Udongbong, you realize that even in Ijile local government in Ondo State, nobody knows about Ominira, not to talk about Dupe Onitiri. But Tebadaruko Igbowo, I'm sure in Ijile local government they knows that. And the same thing goes to Wale and the rest of, buffoons that are sitting and thinking that only Facebook Latin Magba Yoruba nation. When we are going to get the Yoruba country, it will happen, and it will happen, within the context of us seeing it, not the one that we are told right now that Yoruba nation or Ominira has been declared last year November, and they are waiting for interim government. Even Adugbo Tenwoy, Adugbo Inikon, it is not easy to take this area. Imagine telling everybody in this area, hey, this particular part now is now called Scottish country. Hospital tablet, and people are sick. Let me show you. There's a guy called a footballer. People are sick, but they don't tell you. This guy, Dele Ali, is a footballer. She podcast only England star sleep pill addiction. So the same thing is with Dupe Onitiri. She's sick, but sick. This guy was sick, but he didn't tell anybody. Now he's taking medical treatment in America. Who are in mental rehab. So Bobo iti Dupe Onitiri ton sọ fún yín yẹn. Sick you are getting sick. So this particular, this guy is a footballer. Oti play for England. Omo Yorubani, but Nigerian, British born, as they will say. Dele, it is at 6 years old. At the moment now, he's in a rehab. Don't buy treatment. Brave soccer star Dele Ali has revealed he spent 6 weeks, in a rehab to kick addiction to sleeping tablets, and he has opened up on his childhood and sex abuse trauma. He's 27 years old. He has capped 37 times by England before a dramatic dip in form in 2019 when he was facing a major hip surgery. Also, I was in a bad place, just like Dupe Onitiri. Dupe Onitiri is in a bad situation, but Kofi admitted both in mental problem. Ó dẹ̀ ní láti lọ sínú rehab kó tọ́jú ẹ̀. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí wọ́n sọ fún pé mo ti gba country, Ọlọ́run ti ṣe àti wà nínú country tiwa àti wà nínú òmìnira, but yet lára intan fi mọ̀ pé èèyàn máa gba country ni pé you must have your own banking system. You must have your táwa gan bá fẹ́ gba country táwa bá ti ní banking system. Well, that means we are joking. We have Biafra gan ẹgbọ́n Simon Ekpa lánàá. Biafra gan tó yẹ pé wọ́n bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì fan tó tán lẹ̀. Wọ́n ti sọ pé àwọn ti gba country yẹn délẹ̀. All they are operating now is just government in exile. That is Biafra. And tẹ́ bá wo stage down Biafra wà presently, you will know that they are not joking. Freedom is not a joke anyway. It's either the government sits, Muma response, say what to send the video, àwọn Yorùbá kan àtàwọn Igbo kan tó lọ sí Finland embassy l'Abuja, telling Biafra or Simon Ekpa should be arrested and all this nonsense. Look, Finland cannot arrest Simon Ekpa. The least the government can do is bring everybody on the round table and discuss whether everybody wants to remain in this country or not. So all these, Simon Ekpa that everybody is shouting. If you don't want Simon Ekpa to do what he's doing, bring them on the round table, have a discussion, have a negotiation, and let them decide if we don't want them to be part of Nigeria, let them go. So, especially I saw some of these hypocrite in Yoruba. Anyway, I've known that from day one. Hypocrite, you don't want Biafra, or you don't like the Igbos, but yet you still don't want them to go. Is that not crazy? I see your comment. You try to, some of you, you know that I will see those comments, but at the end of the day, you are all hypocrites. We don't like each other. I don't like Igbos, they don't like me. But let everybody go, and I will decide if I want to go and live there or not. If Biafran land is better than Nigeria, I will go and live there, where my life will be secured. I was looking at the statistics that my boys put out yesterday on our news page. More than 18,000 people have been displaced in Plateau State in the last 3 months. These people have lost their territory. More than 500 or less than that, just a little bit less than that, have died in Plateau State in 3 months. So when the Biafra are now telling that we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore, why not let them go? And then some of you that are hypocrite, I keep telling you, in Yoruba, you are born bastard. If Simon Ekpa says that there will be seats at home in Lagos, what has that got to do with you? You want to master fún Igbo tó ń tajà ní Alaba tó bá dùn lọ sí shop. Are you going to go and force them to come out? You think they are like us? I have told you, the Biafra are not joking. This is not 1967. Yoruba man Biafra wants to fight. But before the fight, they want as much diplomacy and likewise negotiation. But they are ready to fight. This is not 1967. I have warned Yoruba people. All these, the Biafra, I saw some of you hypocrite bastards. I call you bomb bastard. I don't have any friend. I don't know anybody. I give a toss about where, even go to Bajekoti Momitele, I don't care. I am putting myself in the line of risk. Everything I'm doing is risk. I could be killed anytime before what I'm doing. So I give less concern about whoever the fuck is trying to tell me, oh, Koikimedia Sorobai. What the fuck are you to tell me that? And this message is not, please don't play this particular video in front of your children, because we're all adults here. And using the word F word is nothing. So don't come and tell me, I am putting my life at risk. You think that because I live in UK, I cannot get killed. So don't come here and be telling me, the Biafra will leave us behind. And that's the fact. I go out every day and I know what can happen. So you think that the British are happy the way we are delivering all this message every day? They don't want any choice there. And there's still going to be a lot that will reveal, but it's not for public consumption now. Every power, no, we are not going through things that we don't want to share with the public. So you think that they just see us and they just look. It's because we are not doing terrorism. And that's what Dupe wants to force us into, so that they can label somebody like me as a terrorist. I am not a terrorist. I am a freedom fighter. I am a journalist. I am an activist, and we have the right, just as the Scottish have the right. So all these issue of Simon Ekpa, don't bring sit at home to Lagos. Who the fuck are you? We are still in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa has the right to control their Igbo people in Lagos State. You don't tell them what to tell his people. If his people say we are going to sit at home, definitely not all of them are going to sit at home anyway. Even the sit at home, we know that some people still go to work. Some people still, it's only that, there's a lot of infiltration in their movement as well. These are the people that are trying to convince others, hey, come out. And when they come out, you think all the guns that you are seeing every day, what does it matter? I just try to avoid, talking about guns all the time. But terrorists are fighting you with guns, and you are there saying, "Jesu mabayinshi or Nabi mabayinshi." Okay, fine. We want a peaceful way. I have agreed, but I have told you that I have told you that I remain on that. The IRA fought the British before the left and got their freedom. And àwọn èèyàn gbé K57 wọ́n pa yín lójoojúmọ́ nínú village yín ẹ̀yin pé Jésù ẹ̀yin pé Ànábì Muhammad ṣé ìyẹn ló máa solve problem? But now that TINUBU is there, he has declared state of emergency for food security, which is a good initiative, because how can people be hungry when we have a land? It doesn't even add up. It's crazy. Every day people are hungry, and then we have land all over the place. People cannot grow food because these Fulani terrorists continue to to infiltrate us. So I hope that the message this morning is clear. Your NAIRA is sinking, and it's sinking very, very fast. Whether you'll agree with me or not, that is your own cup of tea. Before you know, the NAIRA will sink more. So if anybody wants to help us, get in touch with me so that I can say, I'm sure a lot of you knows the NAIRA account. It does not matter how small, so that I can send something to those guys. We have an event that is happening. It's got to do with Yoruba culture, and they will be there for, I believe, today and tomorrow, like Borolong. There's something coming up again in another state. So anything that's got to do with Yoruba culture, we will promote it, we will bring it out. But one thing is, whether you like it or not, at some point the country will be worse than Venezuela. Go and look at Venezuela. They have vast amount of crude oil, but today Babaleki Timokin Ekiti ni mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí láti àná, mo ti kí ẹ̀yin náà dáadáa pẹ̀lú àwọn Martins ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. So Ekiti ní 16 local government níbi tí a ṣe research yẹn dé. Ekiti náà ni bàbá Akíntóyè ti wá. Ẹni àwọn professor ni máa address gbogbo àwọn professor yẹn níbo ló sá pamọ́ sí. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá. Ekiti ló yẹ kó jẹ́ education hub fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ibẹ̀ ló yẹ kó máa jẹ́ bí training center tó máa train gbogbo àwọn state kù. Every state is unique. Mo kí mọ́mí mi Grace senior káàárọ̀ gbogbo state ló wà unique. To understand the sin. So Ekiti State has so many professors, but they've all kept quiet. They are not talking. They are not interested in Yoruba nation because Jeguru Jera ni wọ́n. So once again, that is how far I can go this morning. We might come back out later again, but for now, have a very good morning. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà. Èmi ló ń pè ní Ọláyọmí Koikimedia. Tó bá sàkó ní wọlé mo sọ fún ẹ. Torí pé àdúrà yín lójoojúmọ́ náà ni pé ká sùn ká má jí fún àwa tá à ń pariwo pé a fẹ́ òmìnira. Èmi kàn ní problem yín, Nàìjíríà ní problem yín. Ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà ká tó dé Nàìjíríà, ká tó dé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nation, because every day Nigeria is sinking. Ó ń sink lójúmọ́, and I pity a lot of you at home. Orí ló ń tà ní 45,000 naira. Ẹ ṣì máa rà gan ní 20,000 naira níbi tí nǹkan tó ń bọ̀ yìí. And you reach there for now. Bye for now.